Hello students, welcome to class 6th Science. Chapter 3, Fiber to Fabric. So let's start. Peheli and Bujo won the first prize in a science quiz competition held at their school. They were very excited and decided to use the prize money to buy clothes for their parents. When they saw a large variety of cloth material, they got confused. The shopkeeper explained that some clothes and fabrics were cotton and some were synthetic. He also had woolen mufflers and shawls. There were many silk saris as well. Peheli and Bujo felt very excited. They touched and felt these different fabrics. Finally, they brought a woolen muffler and a cotton sari. After their visit to the clothes shop, Peheli and Bujo began to notice various fabrics in their surrounding. They found that bed sheets, blankets, curtains, tablecloths, towels and dusters were made from different kinds of fabrics. Even their school bags and a gunny bag were made from same kind of fabric. They tried to identify these fabrics as cotton, wool, silk and synthetics. Variety in fabrics. Visit a nearby tailor shop, collect cuttings of the fabrics left over after stitching, feel and touch each piece of fabric. Now try to label some of the fabrics as cotton, silk, wool or synthetic after asking for help from the tailor. Select a piece of cotton fabric. Now try to find a loose thread or yarn at one of the edges and pull it out. If no loose yarns are visible, you can gently pull one out from a pin or a needle. We find that a fabric is made up of yarns arranged together. What are these yarns made of? Fiber. Take out a yarn from a piece of cotton fabric. Place this piece of yarn on a table. Now press one end of the yarn with your thumb. Scratch the other end of the yarn along its length with your nail. Do you find that this end the yarn splits into thin fabrics? You might have observed something similar when you try to thread a needle. Many a time, the end of a thread is separated into few thin strands. This makes it difficult to pass the thread through the eye of the needle. The thin strands of thread that we see are made of still thinner fabrics called fibers. Fabrics are made up of yarns and yarns are further made up of fibers. Where do these fibers come from? The fibers of some fabrics such as cotton, jute, silk, wool are obtained from plants and animals. These are called natural fibers. Cotton and jute are examples of fibers obtained from plants. Wool and silk fibers are obtained from animals. Wool is obtained from the fleece of sheep or goat. It is also obtained from the hairs of rabbits, yaks and camels. Silk fibers are drawn from the cotton cocoon of silkworm. For thousands of years, natural fabrics were the only ones available for making fabrics. In the last 100 years or so, fibers are made from chemical substances which are not obtained from plant or animal sources. These are called synthetic fibers. Some examples of synthetic fibers are polyester, nylon and acrylic. Some plant fibers. Cotton. Have you ever made wicks for oil lamps? What do you use for making these wicks? This cotton wool is also used for filling mattresses, quilts or pillows. Take some cotton wool, pull it apart and look at its edges. What do you observe? The small thin strands that you see are made up of cotton fibers. Where does this cotton wool come from? It is grown in the fields. Cotton plants are usually grown at places having black soil and warm climate. Can you name some states of our country where cotton is grown? The fruits of the cotton plants, cotton balls, are about the size of a lemon. After maturing, the balls burst open and the seeds covering with cotton fibers can be seen. Have you ever seen a cotton field that is ready for picking? It looks like a field covered with snow. From these balls, cotton is usually picked by hand. Fibers are then separated from the seeds by combing. This process is called ginning of cotton. Ginning was traditionally done by hand. These days, machines are also used for ginning. Jute. Jute fibers is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. It is cultivated during the rainy season. In India, jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. The jute plant is normally harvested when it is at the stage of flowering. The stems of the harvested plants are immersed in the water for a few days. The stems rot and the fibers are separated by hand. To make fabrics, all these fibers are first converted into yarns. How is this done? Spinning cotton yarn. You can try making cotton yarn yourself. Hold some cotton wool in your hand. Pinch some cotton between the thumb and forefinger of the other hand. Now gently start pulling out the cotton while continuously twisting the fabrics. Are you able to make yarn? The process of making yarn from fibers are called spinning. In this process, fibers from the mass of cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. This brings the fibers together to form yarn. A simple device used for spinning is a hand spindle, also called takli. Another hand-operated device used for spinning is charkha. The use of charkha was popularized by Mahatma Gandhi as part of the independence movement. He encouraged people to wear clothes of homespun yarn and shut imported clothes made in the mills of Britain. Spinning of yarn on a large scale is done with the help of spinning machines. After spinning, yarns are made used for making fabrics. Yarn to fabric. There are many ways by which fabrics are made from yarns. The two main processes are weaving and knitting. Weaving. You might have noticed that the fabric is made up of two sets of yarns arranged together. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric is called weaving. Weaving of fabric is done on looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. Knitting. Have you noticed how sweaters are knitted? In knitting, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. Have you ever pulled the yarn from a torn pair of socks? Socks and many other cloth items are made of knitting fabrics. Knitting is done by hand and also on machines. Weaving and knitting are used for making different kinds of fabric. These fabrics are used for a variety of clothing items. History of clothing material. Have you ever wondered what materials people used in ancient times for clothes? It appears that in those times people used the bark and big leaves of trees or animal skins and furs to cover themselves. After people began settling in agricultural communities, they learned to weave twigs and grass into mats and baskets. Vines, animal fleas or hair were twisted together into long strands. These are woven into fabrics. The early Indians wore fabrics made out of cotton that grew in the region near to the river Ganga. Flax is also a plant that gives natural fibers. In ancient Egypt, cotton as well as flax were cultivated near the river Nile and were used for making fabrics. In those days, stitching was not known. People simply draped the fabrics around different parts of their body. Many different ways of draping fibers were used. With the invention of sewing needle, people started stitching fabrics to make clothes. Stitched clothes have gone through many variations since its invention. But it is not amazing that even today, sari, dhoti, lungi or turban is used as an unstitched piece of fabric. Just as there is a large variety in the food eaten all over our country, a large variety exists also in fabrics and clothing items.